How rigidly should I stick to my business plan if circumstances change around me?
The business plan is your blueprint for success. It is not written in stone. It should not be written in stone. Having said that, what I think is the best practice is to develop a plan that is flexible, that can respond to the business trends. And so as an example, I look at my business plan on a quarterly basis. Then I look at the trends for the client that I want to satisfy on a quarterly basis. And then I'm tweaking, I'm augmenting. I'm either adding some service or some capability that I didn't have before, eliminating others, redefining my core. So it's fluid, but it's got to have enough of a frame that it keeps you grounded, because you can't be all things to all people. That's one of the things that causes a lot of entrepreneurs to fall down and to not be successful, because the desire is to serve everybody, right? I want everybody to have me in their Rolodex. That's not wise. So the plan will help you to stay focused and to stay on track.
How often should I consider fine-tuning my business plan?
Well, I think you should look at your business plan on a quarterly basis, and more frequently if you're in a dynamic marketplace. Like if you were in technology, my gosh, you might want to visit it every other day. Or let's say you were in advertising. That world is changing so dramatically. At minimal, twice a year. And I think you should have strategic planning summits where you sit back and you peel back the onion and you look to see, are we still on track? What do we need to do differently? Don't do that in isolation. Much like an organization has a board of directors, an entrepreneur should have a board of directors. You should have some people that help you to shape and navigate, right? And when you check your plan, you should also get the input from those people that you would refer to as your board of directors.
Trudy, can you give us an example of how you opportunistically sought additional profit centers in your business?
I cannot tell you how many new features that I have added because someone has come up to me and said, "Is your book on tape?" And I go, "Oh, it's coming. It's coming. I was thinking about that," right? Or someone will come up to me and say, "Do you do retreats?" Of course I do, right? But now, perhaps I had thought about it, but I certainly hadn't advertised or positioned it correctly. I think the needs of your client should come from your client. And all you have to do is listen. Now, if people aren't walking up to you and saying, "Hey, do you do this?" or whatever, here's another way that you can get at that information. On a quarterly basis, I send my clients a very simple, brief survey. And that's the purpose of that survey is to see, am I adding value? How could I add value in a different way? And then they tell me what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. That's how I was able to carve out a product segment of my offering that really is taking on a whole new life, and I see in the future now that that's going to be even more of a profit center. But that came from a client saying, "Here's my need." And all we have to do is either listen or ask and then augment accordingly.